Um,
Okay, go ahead, please.
okay. Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. My name is Marcos. I'm going to talk about environmental problems. That's
Okay,
my topic. Yes.
okay,
Air pollution. Okay. The air pollution is the continuous growth for to uh, due to the consequence of human action. For example, toxic chemicals. It's when people throw their their it's for example people burn their trash and they throw their garbage on the street. Next, please. Solutions. Uh, the solution can be done for garbage. It's when people um, take another solution for the problem, like uh, recline and things like that. The community, uh, when the people and have con- the community is when people um, and recline the garbage and don't throw on the street. Okay. Consume less energy is when uh, you have to turn turn off the electronics when you are not using it. Yes. Next, please. Water pollution. Industries produce a tremendous amount of waste, which contains toxic chemicals and pollutants, causing air pollution and damage to our environment and us. Yes, is when uh, people throw the garbage on the water, and that damage or water. The cause are for companies in what industrial waste. It means that when companies throw their their throw their garbage on the water. The marine dumping and the accidental or like when companies do accidents like they then contaminate uh, or water. That's
next.
yes,
Okay.
yes, please. Solutions. And was there the solution uh, is was there treatment and It means one climate consists of removing pollutants for waters through a physical, chemicals or biological process. Green article, storm management, air pollution prevention, plastic waste reduction. It means that you can buy less plastic or retry it, and the water conservation. Okay, next teacher, please. The the excess use of natural resource. Uh, Natural resource at not limitless, and the following consequence can arise from the carrots and excessive consumption of this resource. It means that when we don't care about the consequence of our action, that the the causes are deforestation, uh, the desertification, and extinction of
Species.
species. Thank you.
Species.
Species.
Mhm.
That it means when we kill uh, animals for our benefits. Uh, yes, for to take, but yes, for our benefits. Or when we uh, the deforestation cause uh, extinction of species. So, yes, next, please. Uh, the solutions make electricity use more efficient. It
Efficient.
means that efficient that turn on the electricity electronics when you are when we really going to use it, and we try to recycle the things that and don't throw on the streets, and educate us, and that we if we have information
Yes, Marco, are you there? Marco, are you there? Marquito?
uh, yes, uh,
Uh-huh. I couldn't listen the last part. What did you say? Marquito, I couldn't listen the last part. What did you say? Marquito, can you hear me? Yes or no? Okay.
I think they have bad connection.
Yeah, it looks like
Yes.
bad connection. Okay. Well, he spent more like 8 minutes. He spent more like 8 minutes on the presentation, but I don't know. I have to talk to him about some pronunciation mistakes and other things that I have to check. Okay. Now, all right. Well, anyways, we're gonna go back to we're gonna go back to Diana. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with Diana, and just wait a second, please. And looks like it look it's a green background presentation. Excellent.
Yes. And in my background is green.
Okay.
I
So
have very difficult to decide what is the my background of the presentation. What can I put?
okay,
Because
okay.
I put this my background, but I think no, I don't think so. A little problem with the
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
Finally, this.
Let me just check here my email. Just a minute. Just a second, please, Diana. Wait.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, there you go, Diana. I will start the presentation now. Okay, here we go.
I practice.
You're practicing, checking your notes.
I have my notebook.
Okay. Remember to give examples and everything, okay?
Yes, I think what examples. Yes, I think about it.
Okay. So here we go. Come on.
Oh. Happy.
Uh-huh.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Teachers. Okay, I present about what can I do to protect the environment. And
Okay.
it's sure I can see the next slide.
There you go. Yeah, can you see it?
No. Mr. David?
I've sent by wrong email, teacher.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Can you see the presentation, Diana's presentation?
I only can see the first. Mr. David?
I can see that.
I think I only can see the first.
Wait. The first one is pollution, no?
Yes, but I can see this. I only can see that. What can you do to protect the environment? That's the only.
Ora, no, yeah, I'm changing. Okay,
I
this is
can see my presentation.
okay. This is what can you do to protect the environment? That is the first. Okay, I'm in
Yes.
first. I'm in the first. Now look at the second. Look at the second slide. There you go.
No, I can.
How come?
I don't know, but I can see. I only see the first. I can see the other.
Wait.
Oh, right now, yes, I can see.
Okay. Now let me check one more time, please.
Yes.
Okay. You see the first, right?
Yes.
Now listen. Can you see the second one?
I can see the next one.
Okay. Well, anyways, there you can see it, no?
Yes, right now, yes.
Maybe let me enable the edition. Wait. Let me enable the edition mode. Perhaps that's. Wait. There you go. Okay. And
yes.
do you see the first?
Yes. Yes.
Do you
Finally.
do you see the second?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead then.
I continue for the next one. I put pollution in general because that's what I can explain the pollution of water, air, and in earth, but only the causes and what can I do? Well, pollution in general is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. So I mentioned we have three different kind of pollution. One is water, the other is air, the last one is earth. So what can I do for the pollution in the water is put my water consumption because most of the people use a lot of water and that it's one house. Other is that the oil industry throw away all of the waste that they produce. I think that it's one the houses more common. And in general, most of the people throw away their trash in the rivers, the oceans, in all of this. The next one. Recycle all of the garbage. Well, that is one of the solutions for the pollution on the earth. Because recycle newspaper, magazine, batteries, and all of packaging such as cartoon, bottle cans, and plastic. Well, I think many of the things for this we use take time to decompose, and that's what affects the most. Because, for example, the plastic of the bottle are a lot of time to decompose in the earth, and I think that is not good for the planet. That is one. And I think other causes about the pollution in the air is the factories. Because we know that we have a lot of factories in the world. Well, those factories have a lot of contamination, chemicals, things. The next one,
Wow.
deforestation. Well, deforestation refers to the decrease in forest areas across the world that are a lot of other use such as agriculture, urban urbanization, mining activity. Well, this process is caused by the action of the humans. And I think this is very bad since they are the ones that produce the air that will break in greenhouse gases increase. And greenhouse increase is I think the most important cause consequence about the deforestation. And I think one thing we can do is plant more trees. If if we plant more trees, I think I feel the greenhouse gases, I remember, it's less for this. And the next one, the next one, and the next one, and the more important, global warming and energy. Well, it's a long, it's a long-term increase in the average temperature of the Earth climate system. Well, all of the things that I mentioned are a causes or consequence for the global warming. And other thing for that, the consequence is that the glaciers are melting more fast. And I think that it's not good because the ocean is very compressed. The level of the ocean is compressed. A curious fact that I found that from what is known in October, a certain Arctic current froze, but this October the same did not happen. And I think that it's alarming. And the other fact that I think all of the people know is we know that the global warming has caused an increase in the temperature of the planet. That is not good. So, what can I do to the planet? First, I think use more public transportation for bicycles, recycle my garbage, use things biodegradable, and don't throw away the trash on the street, on the rivers, oceans, and those things. Excellent.
Okay, that's global warming. The last one. There you go. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Diana. And in a moment, we'll continue with David. Okay, we'll continue with you, David.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. At the end, I will give you your feedback, okay?
And comments.
Huh?
And comments.
Yeah, your comments, exactly. So let me just Go ahead, David.
Okay. The environment matters is a long topics.
Yeah.
Global warming. The climate change that we face today is not the first that has fundamentally altered life on Earth. In fact, over the eons, the Earth has grown hotter and colder several times. Both the Sahara and Antarctica have flooded and hosted great herds of animals. What few knew until recently, however, is that these changes have shaped our own evolution as humans. The Earth's extreme shifts in temperature have pruned humans' complex evolutionary tree, lopping off many branches that proved unable to adjust to the changing weather. I've read that every 100,000 years, repeat the cycle of the ice, era de hielo, ¿cómo era?
Ice Age.
Ice age. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The earth is hot, then the earth is cold, um, several times have occurred that cycles. The next, please.
Okay.
Let me. Air pollution is a local and global problem caused by the emission of certain substances that either by themselves or by those resulting from their chemical reactions cause harmful effects on the environment and health. There are different causes of air pollution. The entire causes of air pollution are divided into two categories: natural causes of air pollution and man-made causes of air pollution. The gaseous substance emit due to volcanic eruption and enter into the atmosphere that cause of air pollution. Motor vehicle, factory, etc. emit large extent of gas and they enter into the air. Application of pesticides and their volatilization from soil, water, treated surface, and industrial units producing pesticides that causes of air pollution. Okay, we know there are many ways to get air pollution. Next, please.
Okay.
We have the opportunity to act with our contribution and work on solutions that will help reduce global warming. Educate. When you further your own education, You can help others understand the importance and value of our natural resources. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Cut down on what you throw away. Follow 3 R's to conserve natural resource and landfill space. Conserve water. The less water you use, the less runoff and wastewater that eventually end up in the ocean. Some people water lawns daily in spite of water shortage and drought warnings. Don't send chemicals into our waterways. Choose non-toxic chemicals in the home and office. Look for biodegradable brands, even they are more expensive. This helps cut down, it's a mistake, it's cut down on the toxic chemicals that contaminate our rivers and oceans and that are generally harmful to the environment. Volunteer. Volunteer for cleanups in your community. You can get involved in protecting your watershed to continue the next the topic.
Yes, protecting our planet.
Okay, protecting our planet start with us. Plant a tree. Trees provide food and oxygen. They help save energy, clean the air, and help combat climate change. Use energy-saving light bulbs. Energy-efficient light bulbs reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Also, flip the light switch off when you leave the room. Shop wisely. Buy less plastic and bring a reusable shopping bag. Buy more, drive less. Riding a bicycle, you'll get good exercise and help improve your city's air quality. On the other hand, instead of driving everywhere, use public transportation because cars cause air pollution. The last one, please. What my family and I are doing to help improve the environment. As we all know, the environmental problem has been getting worse for several years. Faced with this situation, my family and I have decided to help improve life on this planet. Among the actions that we have been doing, make good use of water, use the car less and walk more, avoid toxic chemicals at home and in the office, and a lot of things plus. That's it, teacher, and everybody.
All right. Okay, thank you, David. And we didn't get to listen to Marquito and Andrea. Yes, Marquito and Andrea. What happened?
I don't finish my exposition. Can I continue it?
Of course, yes. Let me check, please, here. Mm. So guys, well, in your presentations, the first thing I ask my students is to give, to give clear examples, no? Clear examples of your presentation. I mean, your slides have text, the slides have text and pictures. That's okay because you are conveying the idea of what you're presenting, okay? But for example, well, I mean, it had like text, pictures. In some of you, it was the correct amount of text, okay? But for example, I have to say that, for example, in your case, David, yes, you have like a bunch of information, which I think you want to give a clear idea, but it's okay if you have to put like keywords, okay? Or a small paragraph about the main idea of your presentation, okay? I
Okay.
mean, and those were your comments. You were reading the presentation, okay? I'm pretty sure that that's your ideas on the environmental problem, but it would be okay to use keywords, guys, in your presentations, okay? Because when the audience, when they see a bunch of words, they get lost, okay? People get lost. So it's okay. That's why it's important to have like maybe 2 pictures, maybe 3 if that's the case, and have some keywords, okay? And those keywords are helping you to develop your idea, okay? To develop your speech, okay? So, I mean, another thing that I noticed is that you have to, is that pronunciation, okay? Yes. And also, I noticed that some of you, for example, in this case, Diana, you say more faster, right? Which is, the comparative of fast is faster. You don't have to say more faster. You say faster. That's it. Okay. Yes. Now, pronunciations like Marquito, chemicals. Okay. Chemicals. That's the correct pronunciation. Yes. Of those words. Now, um, the word pollutants, contaminantes, pollutants, okay? Those are also pronunciation mistakes that you had, okay? Now, if you are going to present something, if you are going to put something in a presentation, you have to make sure to have the correct pronunciation, guys. Yes. Because I noticed that some of you were reading and I heard you reading and I saw you reading, but you were kind of lost, okay? For example, Marquito, next time, please, I'm gonna ask you to read the presentations, okay? And find, if you don't know how to pronounce one word, find the pronunciation online, please. Okay? Yes? Because it's not the same when you say, for example, the word when you were talking about water pollution, accidental oil leakage. Okay, leakage. That is a new word for you. Okay, so when the ships carry oil, sometimes they have problems, and there's a small leakage that is dropping, you know, drop by drop, and it's contaminating the water. The oil is contaminating the ocean. Yes, the pronunciation is leakage. Yes. And guys, reading for the sake of just reading doesn't make any sense if you don't know the correct pronunciation. Okay, believe me, please check the pronunciation before you present something. Okay, make sure you know all the words. That's why it's important to put keywords or a few words, but those words, you know the pronunciation of those words. Okay, you know how to say that in a sentence. Okay, yes, because if you don't give a clear message, your audience will not understand. I'm pretty sure will not understand. Okay, so and take your time, please take your time, because uh, uh, I don't know how much you spent in this presentation, but yeah, it would be okay to design a little bit more. Good job on your designing, Diana. Okay, I think you have good skills in PowerPoint. Okay, that means that you have like a PowerPoint certification, right, or something. Yes.
Yes.
So that, I
That's
mean,
why.
that's why, right?
Yes, because I think to put on the letter and imagine animation.
Exactly. Yes. I mean,
I
guys, technology nowadays is it has become our, you know, like our partner. Yes, like our partner in our everyday life. Every day you are connecting to this class, and you're connecting to your classes. You are connecting to say hello to your family. Okay, because you cannot visit them um, as you know, as much as you used to in the past. So that's why we are, you know, working on technology. Okay, so and that's why it's important to, you know, to be curious. Okay, if you don't know the program well, let's be curious, and, you know, let's navigate on this software that can help us uh, catch our audience attention. Okay, so okay, now yes, your information was clear, was in some way very clear. Okay, David, Marquito, your let's say that your designing, you can improve your designing of the slides. You can improve it. Okay, and well, that's it for this feedback. Now I would appreciate if we all listen to Andrea. Andrea, did you send it already?
Yes, I already sent you my presentation.
Okay, okay. Okay, yes, I got it now. So, yes, it's environmental matters. Okay, there are other, yeah, other type of environmental issues. Thank you. Let's present it.
Okay. Mm,
Wait a
uh,
second, please.
okay. Okay.
Okay. It's okay, Andrea. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you present, please, yourself?
Okay. Good evening to everyone. My name is Andrea. I'm going to present you about environment environmental matters.
Okay.
Okay, the deforestation. The deforestation is the permanent removal of trees to make room for something besides for forest. People cut the trees because they want to use it for human activities. The causes are the agricultural expansion, create paper that we can use for things, for example, um, newspaper, books, notebooks, and things like that. Eh, Another cause is the wood extraction, that we can use the wood to create furniture, and the infrastructural expansion. Next page, please.
Yes, go.
Okay, how can we stop deforestation? Solutions that we can use to stop deforestation. Some solutions are reduce paper consumption, that we can use, we can recycle uh, things like notebook, and don't don't buy more things that are created by paper. Educating others, we can tell uh, people about this this topic, and banning filling of trees. Uh, we can ban, and and, the, and that's the solutions. Next page, please. Okay, the biodiversity loss. Is a decrease in the biodiversity within a species and the ecosystem. Okay, the causes are the species overexploitation. People capture the animals for earn money, and then they kill them, and they use their skins, their teeth, etc. The contamination. The animals are affected by the human contamination because that affect their ecosystem. Uh, and the human overpopulation. Okay, human population affect our planet because when people want to build new buildings, they have to use a natural area. Okay, and next page, please. Okay, the solutions that we can use are government policies and restrictions. Um, Government needs new policies to protect the, the species. The species protection, um, we can help to protect the animals in the protection of habitats. Uh, Also, we can help to protect uh, pro- protect the habitats because the animals and their ecosystem are really important. Next page, please. Okay. The plastic pollution. The plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic products in the environment. Uh, and the plastic pollution affect the ocean and the marine animals. The causes are plastic waste. When we go to the supermarket, we buy a lot of plastic products that sometimes they're not necessary. The landfills are dumped. When we buy the plastic products, we throw them on landfills. And excessive use of plastic bags, bottles, straws, etc. We can recycle because the garbage ends up in the ocean and that affect the animals. Next page, please. The solutions about the plastic pollution. We can recycle. Uh, don't use a lot of plastic. Uh, Also, we can have our own reusable stuff and not use only plastic products. And also, we can help to don't trash, don't throw the trash in the ocean. Next page, please. Okay, the excessive water consumption is the excessive consumption of water. The causes are the human activities. The human use a lot of water and the urbanization, also the industries. And the people waste water when people, for example, take a long shower, they are wasting water and only they can we use the necessary water. And another thing is the kids play with the water. Next page, please. The solutions. We can reduce excessive water consumption. Don't use a lot of water. Be informed about the topic. We can tell about the topic to the people, and also we can save the water. And I finished.
Okay. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
There you go. Let me just stop projecting here, please. There you go. Okay. You have done it really good in your presentations, but there are always something to improve, okay? Always, yes? I mean, we're not perfect, right?
I think in all my presentation I improved.
Yeah, exactly. You are improved little by little. Do you remember the first time I told you you were gonna present? You were really
Yes.
nervous, remember?
Yeah. I remember that I have here my notebook.
Yeah, you guys were really nervous. I was like, oh, come on. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Since book 2, you were presented, you present book 2, 3, and now 4, okay?
Yes, because the
Excellent.
first is the more nervous, I think.
I know. Okay, guys. Well, I'm afraid we have to stop here, okay? I will,
I think the oral exam about Marquitos y Andrea.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was what I was about to say. I mean, but for the rest, okay?